Okay, alright. Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back to my channel, girl, boys. Okay, I know this is not just a random one because I just finished my matcha and it tastes so good, and I feel so hyped right now. And today's message is about your energy. Alright, my dear, my love, my baby. So your energy is basically your currency. You need to remember this, okay? Like, you see, like, have you ever noticed that some days you have nothing physically wrong with you, but you still feel exhausted? That's the thing, okay? You wake up and you already feel tired, you haven't done anything yet, but somehow your mind feels heavy. You don't want to talk to anyone. That's the thing. And I know that you're an introvert, yeah. So you don't want to explain yourself. You don't even know exactly what's wrong with you. Okay, like you don't know exactly what's wrong with you. Okay, and then there are other days. You wake up feeling clear. Like inspired. Peaceful, and you feel like yourself again. Okay, and you see, you suddenly want to create. You want to create. You want to move. You want to basically go outside. You want to dream again. That's the thing. Sometimes nothing outside of you change. It's just your energy. Your energy change. And this is something I want you to understand today. Your energy is basically your currency, okay? Not your money, not your followers, not your achievements, not your productivity. It's just your energy, okay? And because everything that you experience in your life requires energy, so you see, your relationships require energy. Your dreams require energy. Healing requires energy. Creating a new life requires energy, And if you're constantly spending your energy on things that don't nourish you, you eventually become spiritually bankrupt. So today, we're going to talk about how to protect your energy and how to stop leaking it, and how to start investing it into the version of yourself that you're supposed to become. Alright, so first, my love, take a deep breath, close your eyes, and allow yourself to receive this message, because maybe you have been wondering why you feel so drained. And maybe the answer isn't that you need to work harder, right? Maybe, you need to stop giving your energy away. Okay? Understand? Alright, you see. Your energy is valuable than you realize. Think about money for a moment. If you had 1,000 ringgit or $1,000 in your bank account right now, you probably wouldn't hand it to every person who asked for it, right? You would think about where you should go. You ask yourself that, is this even worth it? Does this investment help me? Will I regret spending this? But somehow when it comes to our energy, we become so careless. We give it away all day. We give it to people who don't respect us. Okay, we give it to arguments that don't matter. We give it to people who haven't even asked how we are doing. Okay, we give it to the social media. We give it to comparison. We give it to worrying about the future. We give it to the replaying conversations from the 3 years ago or your past person. We give it to the trying to prove ourselves to people who already decided to misunderstand us. And then at the end of the day, we wonder why am I so tired? Why is my energy depleted? Because your energy basically went somewhere else. You use it carelessly, okay? Every thought that you make every single day is an investment, okay? So every conversation is an investment. Every relationship is an investment, every hour of your attention is actually an investment as well. Okay, by the way, I'm sitting like this, I have my leg here, I was like crouching now because yeah, I feel comfortable when I sit like this. Yeah, so you see, the question isn't simply like, where's my time going, right? The deeper question is, where is exactly my energy going? You know, because two people can spend the same 8 hour at work, you know, and one person leaves feeling fulfilled while the other person feels, you know, completely depleted. Because the difference isn't always the workload, you know. Sometimes it is what the experience is doing to their energy. Your energy tells you things, your body tells you things, okay, your nervous system tells you things, okay, your intuition tells you things. That heaviness you feel around certain people, pay attention. That peace you feel when you finally walk away, pay attention. All right, because you see, that exhaustion you experience every time that you abandon your own needs to make, you know, like somebody else comfortable, you need to pay attention on that. All right, that's your homework. Pay attention on that. All right, your energy is like a data, it's like an information, you know, and you need to learn to like listen to it. Okay, all right, so stop spending your energy where there's no return for you, there's no ROI for you. I'm talking in sales term, you know. Yeah, so you see, sorry for the noise. It's not a noise, it's like a bird noise, because yeah. All right, so you see, oh my god, my hair. Okay, like one of the biggest lessons that we will learn, you know, as you grow is not everything deserves your access. You know, you don't have to respond to everything. You don't have to explain like everything. You don't have to attend every argument. You don't have to prove your intention to everyone. You don't have to chase people who are running away from you or who don't deserve you. You don't have to like convince someone to see your value, you know, like you don't have to. And you certainly don't have to like keep reopening your wound, you know, just because someone wants access to the old version of you. You know, if your past person just contacted you recently, don't ever let them have access with you. For what? For God's sake, for what, right? So you see, sometimes protecting your peace looks like silence. Sometimes it looks like a distance. Sometimes it looks like saying no to their requirement. You know, sometimes it looks like leaving the message unanswered until you feel emotional ready. Yeah, it looks like walking away without getting the closure that you wanted. Because here's something powerful about it. Like, closure doesn't always come from another person. Sometimes closure comes from finally deciding that, you know, you are the one that decided, like, I don't want to experience this anymore. Okay, and that's enough. Let's end this chapter with that person. Okay, you don't need someone else to validate your decision, to protect yourself. Your peace doesn't need a committee vote. That's the thing. Like, you think what? Are you running some party or whatsoever, like an organization, so you need a committee vote? No, you don't have to. You are the head, you are the leader of your life, okay? And if you're constantly exhausted because you're trying to like basically, you know, like maintain the relationships like that require you to betray yourself or require you to like go back to your old version, you know what? It's time for you to leave that relationship. You know, that's not for you. You see, maybe your soul is asking you to reconsider, you know, the investment. No, don't. You see, who leaves me, okay, feeling more alive? Who leaves me feeling smaller? What conversations inspire me and what conversations drain? Alright, I'm back. Yeah, and I am still in a crouching position because I just want to get kind of near with the camera because I need to talk. Yeah. So wait a moment. Okay, testing. All right. So just don't mind my leg because my leg is here. My knee is here. All right. So yeah, where did I stop? All right. So you see, the most importantly is where are you giving energy? You know, out of the fear or rather than love? You know, that's the thing, because there's a difference. Like giving from love feels like expensive, you know, like giving from fear feels exhausting. Helping someone because you genuinely want to is actually beautiful. Helping someone because you're afraid they will leave if you don't, that's something different. All right, saying yes because it aligns with your value, that's such a beautiful thing. Saying yes because you're terrified someone will disappoint in you, that's energy leakage. Girls, boys, and healing means learning the difference, okay? So you don't need to feel like guilty for like protecting your energy. Maybe you grew up like believing that being a good person always means that you need to be always available. All right? No, that's not, okay? Like you need to be like, you know, always helping, understanding, like forgiving, you know, saying yes to people even though you don't want to, and you're always being there for other people. And maybe nobody taught you that you're allowed to have limits. So the moment that you protect yourself, you feel guilty. You say no, and immediately you want to apologize to that person. So you create distance and wonder if you are being selfish. That's the thing, like you choose yourself, and suddenly you feel like you're hurting everyone. You see, boundaries is not a punishment, okay? Boundaries are protection. Yeah, I misspoke it, but it's okay. Boundaries are protections, all right? So a boundary isn't that, oh, I don't care about you. A boundary means that, like, I care about myself too, so I might just protect my peace. Okay, you can love someone and still need distance. Get what I mean? Right? You can forgive someone and still not give them the same access to you. Okay, you can wish someone well and still choose a different path from them. You can understand someone's pain without volunteering to become the place where they repeatedly released it, you know. That is emotional maturity. Congrats. You're leveling up. Yes. And sometimes the most loving things you can do, you know, is stop participating in the patterns that hurt both people. You don't have to become cold, or you don't have to like stop caring, you know, like you simply have to like stop abandoning yourself. All right, like because every time that you abandon yourself to keep someone else comfortable, a little bit of your energy actually leaves the room, and eventually you look in the mirror and wonder, oh, where did I go? And you're still there. You just need to come back to yourself. That's all. All right, because remember, your attention is like one of the most powerful forms of energy, right? Like your attention is powerful. Where your attention goes, your energy follows. Okay, and where your energy consistently goes, your life begins to grow. Think about this. If you spend hours every day watching people who make you feel like you're behind in life, what's gonna happen to you? What's gonna happen? Hell no. What's gonna happen? You're gonna start to feel that you're behind. That's the thing. If you spend hours consuming content that makes you afraid, you know, you become more fearful. If you constantly focus on everything that could go wrong in your life, your nervous system basically like starts living as if something gonna happen, you know, something wrong gonna happen, right? But if you begin like directing like your attention towards possibilities, you know, towards gratitude, towards creativity, you know, towards learning, towards your healing, you know, what's gonna happen? Something begins to shift in your perspective, in your identity, in your life, okay? And it's even your internal world gonna shift. Spirituality isn't pretending that, oh, everything is perfect, you know. Healing isn't pretending that you never feel pain, okay? Like self-improvement isn't waking up every morning and feeling motivated and all. It's learning how to choose where you place your attention, all right? Because your mind will always offer you something to focus on. The question is like, will you consciously like choose it? That's the thing. Like maybe tomorrow morning before you reach out for your phone, right? Sit quietly for like 5 minutes. Yeah. And ask yourself, what deserves my energy today? Who? What? And not that, oh, what does everyone else want from me? No. Not. What? Okay? What do I need to approve? Who needs me? No, not those. Okay? It's just that you need to ask, what deserves my energy today? Because I am the one that control. Maybe it's your health. Maybe it's your work. Maybe it's your creativity. Maybe it's your family. Maybe it's your dream. Maybe it's simply resting, you know. And yes, rest can be an investment, you know. You don't have to earn rest by destroying yourself, okay? Like your energy, okay, remember, like there's versions of you that you are becoming. Maybe that person is more confident, more peaceful, more financially independent, you know, more creative, more emotionally free, no, doesn't chase validation anymore. That person wakes up and genuinely likes the life that they are creating, they are living. So that version of you isn't created through like one giant transformations or one giant leap overnight. Like that person created through a small daily choices that you made, starting now, starting today. All right. So every time that you choose peace over unnecessary drama, you are one step becoming that person. Every time that you choose discipline over temporary comfort, you are actually becoming that person. And every time that you say no to something that drains you, you are actually becoming that person. And every time that you stop checking whether someone has replied to you, because you stop checking and you don't need validations from anyone else, you are actually one step closer to becoming that person in your mind now. Every time that you put your phone down and work on your dream, you are actually becoming that person. Okay? Your future. Oh, that shocked me. What sound is that? Okay, it's okay. Is that a bird? Okay, I don't know what sound is that, but that's kind of scary. Yeah, back to the topic. So maybe that's a sign for you. Is that a chicken? Is there a chicken here? What sound is that? Oh my god. Wait, let me check it out first. Hey, I'm back. I guess that's not a chicken. It's a bird, I guess. Some sort of bird. It's a loud one, but yeah. Okay, remember that your future, like basically, isn't just built by what you accomplish, right? It's built by what you repeatedly give your energy to, okay? And so imagine your energy as a garden, you know, whatever that you waters grows. Whatever you water, it will grow. If you water fear, fear grows. If you water resentment, resentment grows. If you water comparison, comparison grows. Okay, but you see, but if you water gratitude, gratitude grows from your garden. If you water creativity, creativity grows. All right, if you water your dreams, your dreams begins to have somewhere to live in your mind. All right, so ask yourself, what have I been watering right now? And be honest. Like, not judgmental, just be honest. Like, because awareness isn't about shaming yourself. All right, awareness is about taking your power back to yourself. Stop chasing and start becoming. Maybe you have been chasing something recently, right? Money, love, success, recognitions, maybe a particular person or a particular outcome that you have been chasing, and you feel very exhausted because there's no visible results, And here's a different approach. Stop chasing the thing. Start becoming the person who can hold it, Instead of constantly asking, when it is coming, you should ask yourself, who am I becoming? Yeah. And if instead of like asking, when will they choose me, maybe you have like a particular person that you love, but that person didn't, it's unrecord, So instead of saying, when will they choose me, you should ask yourself, am I even choosing myself? Am I even treating myself better? Am I respecting myself? That's the question you should ask. Are you even treating yourself gently? Like, ask that, alright? So, you see, because sometimes the breakthrough isn't about doing more, right? Sometimes it's about like doing less of what is actually draining you, less proving, less chasing, less explaining, less forcing, less abandoning yourself, and more presence and more intentions, more rest, more courage, more trust, more alignment, like you don't have to force your life into existence. You can actually participate in like creating it, there's a difference. Like, okay, so tonight, like, or whenever that you're hearing this, okay, I want you to close your eyes for a moment. Take a slow breath in and breathe out. Okay? Try again. Inhale and exhale. Okay, good. So now imagine gathering your energy back from every conversations that you have been replaying, from every person that you have been trying to impress, from every situations that you cannot control, from every version of yourself that you have basically outgrown, from every mistake that you keep punishing yourself for every future that you keep worrying about. Bring your energy back. I'm tripping my word now. Okay, bring your energy back into your body, back into this moment, back into yourself, and quietly say, I call my energy back to me. I release what is not mine to carry. I no longer spend my energy proving my worth to someone who do not deserve it. I no longer chase what is not aligned with me, and I choose peace over chaos. I choose myself. I choose what deserves my energy, because I am the leader, and I am the one that decides where my energy goes. Okay? And remember this, your energy is precious. You don't have an unlimited supply of attention. No, you don't have unlimited emotional capacity. You don't have to explain your boundaries. You don't have to earn the right to rest. You don't have to be available to everyone. And you just don't have to destroy yourself trying to create a beautiful life. Your energy is your currency. Invest it. Spend it consciously. Invest it in people who nourish you. Invest it in your dream, in your healing, in your creativity, into becoming the person that you know that you are capable of becoming. Because one day you're going to look back at this version of yourself and realize that the moment Everything changed wasn't when you finally like got everything that you wanted. It was when you finally like stopped giving your power away. It was when you realized that, oh, wow, my energy actually belongs to me and I can't spend it recklessly. Okay? And from that moment forward, you became intentional about where you placed it. Okay? You stopped chasing, you stopped choosing instead. You stopped proving, you started to become. You stopped surviving every day and start creating a life that actually felt like yours. Protect your energy, honor your energy, listen to your energy, and most importantly, invest your energy into the life that you are praying for. Because the life that you're becoming, ready for, requires a version of you who knows her energy. Your energy is valuable. And maybe, you know what, that's the real healing, right? That's the real healing, not becoming someone new, but finally returning to yourself, your truest self, okay? Remember, you're not behind, you're not broken, you are just becoming. And your energy, is your currency. Spend it wisely. Okay? That's it from me. And thank you so much for listening until the end. And I'm so happy that you stay until the end, I guess. And I have my matcha right beside me in a bowl. Yeah, that's it. See you guys in my next video. Bye bye.